I'm eating podcasts for dinner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of the Flat 5 podcast, where we usually take a song that speaks to me and we break it down so I can provide a little bit more insight on the music. But today's episode is going to be different. Last night at midnight, I was driving and I realized that it's technically Friday, which means a ton of artists have released new music today. And so, of all the musicians that I follow, megastars or not, here are 10 important music releases in the past few weeks. We're going to try and do 10 songs in 10 minutes. So, we've got J. Cole, MF Doom, Isaiah Rashad, Porter Robinson, Neosma, Blue Rivers, Mind Flip, Maria Isabel, The Beaches, and a mystery band. Now, these 10 songs are not in any particular order of good or bad. They're just randomized, and you can find all 10 of these songs on the Flat 5 podcast playlist on Spotify. So, a man who needs no introduction, a man who can release an interlude as a single after not having any solo music since 2018 and receive a massive amount of global praise in under 3 hours, none other than Mr. Jermaine Lamar Cole, or as you know him, J. Cole. And of course, I'm talking about his new song, Interlude, which is 1 minute and 50 seconds of better rap music than the past albums released by any artist, or not any artist, but most modern artists since 2020 and 2021. Yes, that's how good this song is, and that's how excited I am for this new record, The Off Season, and that's how much other mainstream rap is sucking lately. So, we're on to another rap legend, a rap giant, Mr. MF Doom with Czarface and Kendra Morris on this tune that just came out of nowhere, Zarwin's Theory of People Getting Loose. MF Doom is a legend, and when I first started listening to MF Doom, it was back in March of 2020 when the pandemic started, but I had already heard MF Doom at that point, and I appreciated him from a musician's point of view, but I didn't appreciate him from the fan or the consumer's point of view. It really took a good amount of time to sit down and hear records like Mad Villainy or Food and Operation Doomsday to really appreciate what's going on in an MF Doom style and his music and his lyrics and his flow. And I get it now. I understand why MF Doom receives so much love. This song, Zarwin's Theory of People Getting Loose, slaps. The beat is fantastic, and I absolutely love the album artwork, which I find is something that's getting harder and harder for mainstream artists, excuse me, to come up with an album art that's actually cool. Now, we're on to a tune called Lay With Ya by Isaiah Rashad and Duke Deuce. I had such high hopes for the next release from Isaiah Rashad after hearing the Sun's Tirade album, which featured artists like Kendrick. This song is a letdown. I had such high hopes for it, and I'm not impressed at all. The beat is mediocre. The lyrics are stale. The chorus it barely has any bounce or pop to it, and Duke's verse really just lacks flavor. I'm not sure what the game plan or thought is with this tune, but I'm just not feeling it. The only positive thing I can say about the single is that the ad-libs made me laugh a little. Switching gears and genres, the new album by Porter Robinson titled Nurture, focusing on the song Unfold, featuring the artist, and this is his real name, Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs. Yes, that's the artist featured on this tune. I've been patient for new music from Porter after hearing the song Goodbye to a World, which I believe was released in 2014, but became really popular at least in 2019, thanks to apps like TikTok and the young generation. And if you don't know that song, you should absolutely check it out because you will recognize it instantly. Unfold is fantastic. This whole record is fantastic. And I'm still at a loss for words on trying to describe what Porter Robinson sounds like on an in-depth level. On a very basic level, it's an amazing blend of new wave electronic sounds with truthful lyrics and somber piano. In this record, Porter has really developed and mastered his sound, and quite frankly, he's in his own lane. Now, the next song I'm going to highlight is Winter in Atlanta by Neosma, which some people call Najosma, but it's Neosma. I had to actually YouTube that and listen to her say it. This song, Winter in Atlanta, sits so well, and it feels sad yet welcoming when you listen to it, which I think plays well into the title. Neosma has just really authentic feelings in her vocal delivery, and there are so many swells and faint sounds that maintain my attention throughout the song, and the fade out at the end of the tune actually leaves me wanting more, which is a good thing. Now, I want to shout out and give some recognition and give some support to a friend of mine and a fantastic artist by the name of Blue Rivers and his new album with Christopher Jose. The album's called Soul Sun, highlighting the song Mental Weights. Both Blue Rivers and Christopher Jose have voices that really complement each other, and I've always liked Blue Rivers' style and flow. He's a gem in the local Ontario music scene in general, and you should absolutely check out this album and support his music. Now, the next tune is an artist I actually discovered this morning, Friday, May 7th. His name, or his artist name, is Mindflip. He released a new single called Hits Different, and this song is just so much fun to listen to. It's got a balanced mix. It's really infectious with the beat, with shakers, the hi-hats, and groovy bass lines. I'm absolutely going to dive into more from Mindflip. So if you're looking for a tune that's very happy feeling, it's got a good beat to it, this is the song for you. Now, the next artist I want to talk about is an underrated artist, the Dominican queen, Maria Isabel, and her song, Love Song. She's got it all, and I really do think she's underrated in the pop world right now. She's got the voice, the authentic lyrics, the vocal harmonies, and all of her music has stellar productions. This tune is a must with earbuds and headphones. There are so many layers and nuances that you can only catch wearing something in or over your ear. It's really beautiful. Now, highlighting some amazing Canadian talent, we've got the new single Let's Go by The Beaches. When I first heard this song, I immediately got an early Kings of Leon vibe from the intro guitar riff, and that's where this song caught my attention right away. The lyrics are bold, truthful, and cheeky. It also has a funny mention of Toronto art schools and the Bovine Sex Club, which is an interesting venue here in Toronto. The song actually feels like I'm at a Beaches concert, and I think that's a great feeling during a pandemic. You can hear everything in Let's Go, and that it's actually performed and recorded by human beings, and these human beings are known as the Beaches, which I believe is Canada's next generation of rock. Lastly, the new song Control Freak by Church on Sunday. The drummer is just ripping these bebop jazz fills on top of power chord guitar and 7-string bass playing. All three members of the band are complete studs, and I would totally play in that band if I could. One time I actually ran into them in an elevator, and they proceeded to play and repeat the first 7 seconds of Blackbird by the Beatles, but in 7/4 time. I'm totally kidding. I play in Church on Sunday. I am the drummer. Maybe I'll put a bebop fill in there sometimes. Maybe Joe gets a 7-string bass. Who knows? But regardless, the song is kind of good, not gonna lie. Now, the last sort of announcement I want to have for today's podcast is the new episodes that are coming on the Flat Five. I've got a fantastic interview with a good friend of mine named Mike Lecandro that I'm going to have to split up into a couple pieces, a couple parts, a couple episodes for people to listen to. I was hoping to have it out sooner, but it's going to take a little bit more time because for you, the listener, I want you to enjoy the whole flow of the conversation. I don't want it to be disrupted. So keep in mind for that episode, it's coming out soon. The episode's plural, I should say. And we'll talk soon.